Hi my loves and welcome back to my channel. Today is Vlogmas Day 10. I want to say 10. To be honest, at this point I don't even know. I'm not even sure I know my own name anymore. But today we're going to be doing the last new makeup releases of the year. I've got quite a lot of stuff. I've tried to cut out any sort of holiday collections or anything like that because by the time this video goes up, we're going to be pretty much past that one. So let's get this phone unlocked and let's go from the start. Right, where are we? Okie dokie. Clinique New Year's collection. We've got the dramatically different moisturising gel in the New Year's kind of packaging, and the Cheek Pop highlighter, which looks like a really pretty shade. I really tried hard to get the one with the cow on it, or the bull. It was technically a bull, but you know. And I never managed to get it, so I'm not particularly interested in this one. I'm not particularly bothered about the shade. It was more just because it had a cute cow on it. But it's cute. The packaging's nice. I like the fact they do like a New Year, Chinese New Year collection every year. I think it's fun, and I think it sort of steps them apart a little bit. Valentino Spring 2024. This packaging, oh, it's beautiful. I love the peach. I don't understand the shades. Why would you do peach packaging and then not do peachy tone lipsticks? Why have we got a really nudie brown, a terracotta, and what looks like a brighter reddy orange? Doesn't make sense to me. The compact is one of those squishy, bouncy foam thing compacts. Not interested in it. The packaging is gorgeous, but if one of the lipsticks was pretty, I would have perhaps got one because it's just stunning, but I'm going to pass on that one. These are the Fat Oil Slick Clicks from NYX. I actually got sent a couple of these from NYX probably about 4 months ago while they were sort of still in the testing phases. And I really like these. They are a really great formula, very comfortable. I'm glad I can now start wearing them kind of out and about. Now I know that they've released them, or at least they've put them out there for the world. But yeah, really like these. It's fun little packaging. Got a little like green clicker on the bottom. It's probably not necessary, but it's a little fun addition. And they've got some really cute shades. I've got the one with it's like a sheeny, pale clear one. Beautiful. Next up, Melt and Bailey Sarian. I adore Bailey Sarian. I've got a degree in forensics and anthropology, which is like the study of bones. So Bailey Sarian's videos just completely are my vibe. Any sort of makeup murder mystery videos I absolutely love. This collection is gorgeous. I don't know how I feel about buying it though, because melt palettes are so all over the place. But I love the look of the matte lipsticks. I love their matte lipstick formula, and these kind of glittery pots and the gel liners look gorgeous because they're great too. I'm just kind of on the fence about the palette. I think I'm probably going to end up picking some of this up. I do believe it's released on the 4th, so I'm not sure whether it's going to be sold out by the time you watch this. But it's really pretty, and I'm tempted. Glamlight Garfield collection. That's just the sort of pre-release photos. Let me find the photos of the actual stuff. It's a fun collection. I like the mirror. I like the bag. I really love the packaging. It looks really fun. I like the look of the blush palette. The actual palette is way too neutral for me. Not something that interests me at all. I think they've done it really well. I always think Glamlight takes these kind of characters and does a really great collection with them. The palette makes sense in terms of Garfield. It's just not my kind of vibe. But some of it looks really fun. Glamlight's UK shipping is horrendously priced, so I'm probably not going to pick anything up, but it's a cute collection. Right, coloured mascaras from a drugstore brand, Maybelline Sky High. They've got like a maroon, a pink and a blue. I'm really intrigued by these. You don't normally see anything but blue from kind of drugstore brands, apart from MUA, who do have some like brighter coloured mascaras. But I really like the look of that pink. I'm really intrigued by that one. I feel like the burgundy shade is kind of pretty much going to look brown, but I think it's a fun new addition to the range. It's probably going to be about a year until we get these in the UK. But they're cute. They're cute. And they are already available in the US. Right, okay. Nimya. These are the Cheeky Flush cream blushes. I haven't really been bothered by Nimya. They've not really released anything. The palette was too neutral. The glosses just weren't really my vibe. But these are very much my vibe, and I kind of want all three. But especially that pink Ranger shade, which is the bright pink. I think these are great kind of spring summer tones. I think these are going to do really well. I'm intrigued to see what people think of them. Intrigued to see whether they're more like a moussey texture or more like a gel. I'm intrigued, and I probably will pick one up once they come to Beauty Bay, but again, could be a while yet. I didn't know whether to talk about this one because I'm not going to talk about it positively. The Michaela and P. Louise collab. Why is she still dragging her wedding out? The kind of middle 3 rows are cute. The top 3 are too light. The bottom 4 are just too neutral for me. I thought we'd left neutral palettes with a pop of blue behind in like 2020, probably even 2018 to be fair. Yeah, it's just, I just think it's such a gimmick. The highlighter looks pretty. It's like a blue highlighter. Probably would have bought that had it not got Michaela's name on it, because you're not like her. If you're going to have that many followers and you're going to influence that many people to buy things, don't talk shit, quite frankly. And she talks shit. I'm not wearing any fucking lash extensions here. Lies. Absolute lies. Apologies for the language. Just feel very passionately about this one. Kind of like you disappointed P. Louise collab with her, but I mean, this was probably set up like 2 years ago, so I can get over it. I hope I don't receive this in my budget box, because I'm just not interested in it at all. It's just really wishy-washy, and like all these nudes look the same, and all these top blues are so similar. You don't need 4 pastel blues that are basically the same shade. Let's move on. Okay, back to something I do really like. NYX Stuck Plump. Along with the Click Sticks, they also sent me a couple of these to try. These are gorgeous. Very, very tingly. They are more like a spicy tingle than a cold tingle. But they're super pigmented. These are gorgeous glosses. A little bit sticky, but I kind of come to expect that with a more kind of plumping gloss. Name's a bit random. For me in the UK, duck lips is kind of not a great connotation. I don't know about anywhere else. But yeah, they're actually really nice. The only thing with these, I can see that I don't think there's any shimmery shades, which is a shame, because I love a shimmery lip gloss. Right, Giorgio Armani Designer Glow Radiant Revitalizing Foundation. So I put up my foundation ranking on day 8 of Vlogmas. Talked all about how I love trying new foundations. Definitely interested in this one. I did try, what's it called? Oh, what's their famous foundation called? I can't bloody remember. Anyway, the Giorgio Armani famous foundation that everybody loves. I really can't remember what it's called. That wasn't my favourite thing. I did try it about 5 years ago though, so maybe I should give it another go. I know they do the little minis now, so I might give it another go. But this one looks really nice. These shades though are a actual joke. Great for me. Doesn't even go to a medium, I would say. That's like a light medium. Shades are a joke. Probably do want to try this. Probably won't until they bring out more shades, because that really annoys me. Carly Bible's new brand. This is, quite frankly, exactly what I expected it to be. To me, this is boring. I know some people love nudes, but this palette is something we've seen a million times over. The only thing I perhaps would be a little bit interested in are these kind of shimmery glosses at the bottom. Lipsticks are just generic shades. I don't particularly like the packaging. I'd have done silver with lilac personally, not gold, but I mean, I'm not the one who's making God knows how much money from this. Yeah, it's not for me. It's all too neutral. Like I said, the shimmery glosses look cute, but to get this to the UK is probably going to be extortionate, so I'm going to skip. Yikes. This palette is a hot mess. These eyeshadow bases could be cool. Lip oils could be cool. Shame they're made by him. They've brought out a new kind of shiny, sheeny lipstick formula. I actually really like the matte lipsticks from them. I wish they weren't affiliated to him. And I think they're probably going to get decluttered, or a lot of them are, because I don't like promoting his shit. But, you know, I don't hate the lipsticks, the oils, and the liquid eyeshadows. I think liquid eyeshadows actually are really cool colours. Palette colour story is all over the place. I don't understand where this was going. Why is there a random red and a random baby blue? Why is there no neutral dark shades? Let's move on. This one. Ho ho ho! Glam, Smitty, and Shine by ST Cosmetics. This looks so gorgeous. So shiny, so multi-chrome, so beautiful. I've never actually tried Shine by ST, but anything that Glam Smitty recommends, I know it's going to be incredible, like duochrome, multi-chrome. She's one of my favourite Instagram accounts to follow in terms of like accounts that do like shadows and things like that. And she puts together really beautiful palettes. This is really fun. Obviously not a standalone palette. There's no mattes in it. These 4 white shades do look really similar in the pans. I'm sure in the swatches they're completely different. But I love this. It looks really pretty. And I could potentially be tempted. Right. YSL, these are the lipsticks that they currently have in their line. They're like shiny, satiny lipsticks. They've repackaged them. They've added some new shades. The only reason I wanted to mention this was I feel like this shade range is not balanced at all. You've got like one really light nude, loads of medium nudes, and about 15 terracottas that look the same. Don't really get this. I have heard really nice things about these lipsticks. The packaging's beautiful. I just don't really get this shade range, and I just wanted to like put this image up and show you, because they've added more shades, but have they added anything that's not terracotta? Right, Blend Bunny Machina. I really like this colour story. This is really fun. It's really grungy. Definitely I feel like we're now going back to like Blend Bunny as Blend Bunny was at first. As much as I love the look of the pastel palette and the Lore, they weren't kind of that Blend Bunny vibe that I sort of come to expect, that kind of grungy, beautiful vibe. This is amazing. I think this would be great for kind of transitioning from winter into spring. I possibly will pick this one up, and I might even go and see if it's on. Oh my god, what is wrong with me today? The ADHD is tough today. Where do I look for palettes that are available in the US to get them easier in the UK, so we don't have to pay loads of shipping because they come from Europe? I'm going to insert whatever the website is called because I can't friggin' remember. Monolith, that's the one. I'm going to look on Monolith to see if they are bringing this one, because they probably are, and it just works out, although the palettes are priced a little bit more expensively, to be in the UK to get things from Europe works out cheaper than me buying them from the States, in terms of like shipping and potential customs costs that may appear out of nowhere, which we love those. Right, Blood Moon Rituals from VE Cosmetics. This is a really cute little palette. I do think it is all shimmery. Kind of wish there was some mattes in here, so it could be a little standalone like 5 pan by itself. But these shades are really cute. Again, it's another one of those like comparison palette. Comparison. I don't mean comparison. I mean, again, the word has gone. Companion palettes. It's a great companion palette if you're kind of into those kind of like orangey and purpley tones. Looks very pretty. Excited to see some swatches. I do really like the VE Cosmetics formula. This one is some kind of haunted palette. This looks fun. I feel like there's a lot more shimmers than mattes. I know some people love that. My lovely friend Bridget, who also has a channel, loves a heavy shimmer palette. For me, I'm more of a matte girl to add the shimmers in. Very heavily shimmery. But these shimmers do look beautiful. Some of them look like they've definitely got like a nice like duochrome shift to them. Fun. I really like the palette. Probably not for me. I love the packaging. It's really fun. But it's not one that I'm going to pick up, I don't think. Pastel Roses. This is very, very kind of springtime. My only thing is, if you watched my last 10 palettes, would I buy them again or not? My Pastel Roses, one of my Pastel Roses palettes, the shimmers have started leaking the oil out, which I've never experienced with their singles before, but obviously in a palette, they're cardboard palettes, so it's gone all messy, and I'm probably going to declutter it because I can't really bring myself to use it now it looks like that. So I'm probably not going to get this one. Even though I like the colour story, even though I think it's good for spring, it'd be great if you're trying to kind of get into colour but you don't want to go for like proper pastels. These are more like muted pastels. But with mine doing that and me going to throw it away, I just don't want to risk it happening again. Give Me Glow Cosmetics. What is this palette called? Mushroom Garden. Bit neutral for me. Think it's cute. Wouldn't buy it. They have repackaged all of their blushes and their bronzers. Not sure about the highlighters. They've got some of the shades they had previously, not all of them. Do need to look and kind of check whether the shades I've got they're still selling. Just so when I kind of mention them to you guys. But I do really like the new packaging. I think it's really cute. And I think it's definitely a lot better than the old kind of black plastic packaging they had. Menagerie Cosmetics. This is the Arthurine. I don't know how to say that word, but they do have a blush palette in this with the same name, same artwork on the front. This is a cute palette if you like neutrals. The two really shimmery kind of duochrome shades, so the fourth one and that end one there, that gold one, look really pretty. Again, too neutral for me. Not gonna buy it. I am intrigued to try Menagerie. They're definitely on my list to try, but it's not gonna be that palette. Mika Beauty Shop Earth Wizards. This packaging is beautiful. Let me find the actual inside of it. Did I not screenshot it? Typical. I was sure I'd screenshotted it. Right, let's skip that. Let's go to Mika Beauty's Instagram. This is a really interesting one. I don't know how I feel about this one. I'm not going to lie. I feel like one of the main things that I have with it is that those two purples look really similar. The two blues look really similar. But I know how much I love the Mika Beauty shimmery formula. I'm intrigued to see swatches. I think I'm definitely going to have to make my decision with this one when I see the swatches. But I think the packaging is really cool. I think the colour story is really cool. It's just whether those blues are kind of the same, basically. Right, next up, Edge Beauty. These are like glossy lip oils. These are, it doesn't really say. They're either liquid lipsticks, they're either, oh actually here, high pigment lip glosses. I don't love a high pigment lip gloss. I just feel like I'm going to smear it all over my face because I'm not the smartest cookie in the box. But there looks like there's some cute colours. There's some kind of bright pinks. Looks like to be a gold and a black. I'm intrigued to see those. I don't think I've ever heard of Edge Beauty before, so intrigued to hear more. These are beautiful. These are Kristen Lee Cosmetics new gel glitters. I absolutely love all four shades. I think Kama Sutra is probably my favourite shade. These are gorgeous. I love a kind of gel duochrome glitter. And they are. Don't know how expensive these are going to be. I think they're pretty pricey. Let me see. Right, okay, I can't even find the post of those ones. Let's move past it. Two shades from Terra Moons. I love Terra Main shadows. I did do a swatch video not that long ago of my Terra Mains collection. Amiga Centauri, which is like a green to pink duochrome, looks incredible. To be fair, they all look so gorgeous. Twinkle Dust, Gemini, Counting the Cosmos, Blazing Sky, Cassiopeia, and I just feel like Terra Moons absolutely knock the ball out of the park every time with their shadow formula. Right, these are the new ones from Gloss Gods. We've got remastered Gal on the Moon and Gal on Mars. Then we've got Jupiter, and we've also got, what is the, I can't remember the name of the other one now. So these are the first Gal. So the Gal on the Moon, I think is one Gal on Mercury? I don't know. Either way, we've got a very like smoky kind of looking one, which looks really gorgeous. I've already got the original Gal on the Moon, so I'll probably skip that one. Gal on Mars looks beautiful. I've always been really like pulled in by that one. I'm not particularly bothered about the red one because there's not that many kind of special shades in. But if you've not tried Gloss Gods kind of special formula, you need to, because they are stunning. This is the new one from Lethal Cosmetics. I don't really like this one. You can't get the pans out either, which I think that was a big like selling point with Lethal's mini like set palettes. You could always get the pans out. You can't remove the pans from these ones. They're not magnetic, which kind of sucks, to be fair. I don't really know why they've changed that. This colour story, it's just a bit bland. I don't really like it, and I'm quite surprised by that because I normally love Lethal palettes, but I think I'm so used to them seeing such like vibrant things in them that this is just a bit meh. Some of the shimmers look really beautiful, but in terms of the mattes, you've got basically reds and dark browns and a black. So I'm not gonna buy this one. That one's getting a skip. Somebody's put in one of the comments here that colour story is all over the place. I completely agree. Okay. Touch of Glam Birthday Style Part 2 collection. These look incredible. These are holographic single eyeshadows. Oh, these look so good. I feel like I'm kind of torn with these because a lot of holographic shadows turn up and when you actually put them on the lid, they just look grey until you shine some actual light on them, which how often really is somebody shining a light in your eyes? Unless you're in the hospital. Ugh. As beautiful as they are, I'm kind of intrigued to see people use them on their eyes, and I want non-flash photography pictures because I want to see if they do like genuinely still hollow. But these swatches look incredible, and if they look like that on the eyes. Right, new Ensley Rain palette. This is gorgeous. They've got some glosses as well. Let's have a look. So we've got, okay, so it is the Enchantment palette, Lands of Enchantment. The palette looks gorgeous, and then there's some glosses as well, like kind of lip oils almost. So you've got 4 dreamy multichromes, 4 magical holochromes, 4 shimmery duochromes, and 13 velvety mattes. It's such a gorgeous palette. If you are into your pastels, I feel like you're going to love this one. I feel like it's a great release as we're going into spring. I really like that one. I think it might be my first purchase from Ensley Rain. Their products are not cheap, but it's really beautiful. So I might have to just bite the bullet and do it. Right, new Made by Mitchell Blursh Balms. I'm getting to the point now where I'm like, is there a formula you can't make blush out of? I have got one of these, actually got it in the Black Friday mystery bag, so I'm going to give it a go. I don't know how to feel about balm. Balm makes me think it's like sticky and sheer, which I don't love the idea of, but we'll see how I get on with those. Possibly time to give blush a little break and do something else though, Mitchell. Be Perfect's new palettes are boring and matte. No thank you. That's all I have to say. Oh, and neutral. Just to top it off. New from Shroud. This one is the Dark Academia palette. These 3 duochromes look incredible. The mattes are very kind of grungy. I know I keep complaining about warm mattes, but I actually like this one because the duochromes make sense. It's when they don't make sense that I get annoyed. I like the deep green in there. I think it gives it a bit of dimension, gives it something a bit different. Looks really beautiful. I love Shroud. Their formula is gorgeous, and I definitely am intrigued by that one. Rebel Rouge Labs Come Undone, the Sweater Weather palette. This is so festive of a colour story. Obviously, Spending Man doesn't end until January. I'm not going to buy this in January because it's too festive, but it is beautiful. Some really good like variations of green, some really great variations of red. That Love Full shade looks beautiful, as well as that Solstice shade. This really isn't a brand I've heard a lot about, so I'm intrigued by it. I'm going to keep my eye on them, and hopefully something will come that I really like the look of. Right, the Dreamier collection, collection from Unearthly. This palette is beautiful. These lipsticks look gorgeous. Not particularly bothered about a highlighter palette. Never ever use them. I don't even buy them anymore. It's just pointless. But this palette and the lipsticks look really great. I've still not tried Unearthly to buy from Unearthly's website. I bought the 2 palettes I've got off Makeup by Tammy, Beauty Box by Tammy. Her website, she kind of imports stuff and sells it on there, and sometimes she has Unearthly, so I bought those from there. I'm kind of intrigued. I really like the look of it. I'm still a bit scared of Unearthly and their shipping, so we'll see in January where I'm feeling about that. What's Up Beauty Dragon Eye palette. This is gorgeous. The more I see about What's Up Beauty, the more I want to try them. This has definitely gone on my list. I want to pick this one up. It's a little bit of kind of pinky purple neutral tones, and then these incredible duochromes. I've seen such good things. So many pretty looks. That's probably going to be something I do pick up. Right, Wicked Widow Beauty Resurrection. I really like this. It's a different take on a rainbow palette. You've got kind of a red bit, a blue, green, purple bit, and then like a almost like lilac smoky with some duochromes in there. This looks really cool. Again, not tried Wicked Widow Beauty. They are on my list to try. This could be the one that makes me try it. It's a rainbow palette, but with a little bit of pizzazz, which you guys know I love. I'm really intrigued by this one, very much so. Another very festive one, DD's Signature Jingle Bell Ruby. I'd literally never heard of this brand before, but this palette looks gorgeous. The swatches I've seen of the duochromes, oh wow, they look so creamy, so bright, so beautiful. I like the mattes. I think they work really well with the duochromes. You've got 3 kind of warmer, 3 more green. Interesting palette. And I'm intrigued to sort of learn more about this DD's Signature brand. Made by Mitchell Ski Collection. I know this one's been out a while. There's like 55 million elements. There's like a 72, I think it's 42 brush set. There's an eyeshadow quad. There's a 4 blush book. There's a lip balm. There's a hand cream. There's like 3 new blushes. There's some new Boom lipsticks. There's a new Blursh shade. So I picked up the new Blursh shade. Picked up the Blursh Lights in Blizzard, which is the bright blue one. But I really do want Fairy Kitten because I've seen Hannah from Belfast Beauty wear that a lot on her Instagram. And it looks gorgeous. Very cute. The brushes have all got blue and green ombre handles. Yeah, it's just a lot. It's a big collection. Fantasy Cosmetica Lost Library Lipsticks. I know they've also released a palette and some eyeshadows, but I wanted to talk about the lipsticks today because I love the fact we've got a blue and we've got a kind of khaki green. Really fun. Like the fact there's some more kind of neutral, everyday, every person kind of shades. And then there's something a bit different. And honestly, I love books. So little lipsticks with books all over them are just a bit too much for me to handle. They're too cute. Again, not tried Fantasy Cosmetica. So very intrigued to give something a go. Might pick up some of these in January. Cosmic Winter Wonderland. You should have already seen my video on this. I'm obsessed with this palette. It is gorgeous. Cosmic Brushes smashed it out the park as per usual. This one was £28, I want to say, which is an absolute bargain. You've got 2 really intense duochrome shades, loads of mattes, loads of really creamy shimmers. If you've not picked this one up, when it's back in stock, pick it up if you like blues, because it's beautiful. Had to mention the Odens Eye Christmas palettes. You guys all know I've used these quite a few times in Vlogmas already. So we've got re-releases of Christmas Eve, which is the blue toned one. And then we've got Merry Christmas, which has been re-released. Then we've got the Snow Dream, which is kind of like the pastel version of the Merry Christmas palette. I actually did a look, I think it was day 4 of Vlogmas with both of these, because I think they go really well together. And then we've got Hey Reindeer, which I'm actually wearing right now. Oh, it's okay. I found it. Which, actually the look came out more neutral than I expected it to. So these are beautiful. If they are still in stock, grab them. I think the 2 originals are probably my favourites. But the other 2 are beautiful as well. So, yeah, they are gorgeous. Back to the screen. Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip Plumps. These are shimmery ones. I'm kind of intrigued by these, especially that silver one, because I'm like, what is that going to look like on the lips? Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me. I do like these Tarte Juicy Lip Plumps. They're really comfortable. Not long wearing. They're basically a gloss in a stick form. But I am intrigued to see some swatches of these, because some of these shades look wild. I'm intrigued. Right, okie dokie, we're getting there. We're almost at the end. Some will be very pleased to hear that. New Dior Addict Lip Maximizers. I adore this formula. This shade Shimmer Rose Gold looks gorgeous. Perfect for summer. I think it's really fun they've brought out a blue and then just like a shimmery pink shade. My favourite is Rosewood currently, but I definitely want to look at these because they're beautiful. New L'Oreal True Match Concealer. I wasn't going to mention this one, and then I looked at the applicator and I was like, that's wild. It's basically like a sponge. I know a lot of people love the True Match foundation. I think it's okay. It's not great. It's not horrible. But I am kind of intrigued by this because that applicator is so weird. To be fair, are we going to get the same applicator in the UK? Because like even the True Match, the bottles are completely different. Like ours has got a pump and the American one's like in a little like glass bottle almost. So intrigued to see that. Intrigued to see what people think. Kylie lip pencils. These are giving me Makeup Forever artist colour pencils vibes. Something about that like brown pencil that makes me think of those. Kylie always does lip products really well. I don't think you can deny that. Intrigued to see what people think of those. And then, oh, not quite finally. Givenchy Spring 2024. This highlighter with the pink and gold looks beautiful. The quad is not for me. These lip balms actually look really cool. I like the idea of a marbled lip balm, and I think that darker pink one looks really nice. Probably won't actually buy any of it, but I think a couple of bits look nice. Just not enough to shell out that kind of money on them. New from Gourmand Girls and Blends by the Bunny, or I think she's now Doodles by the Bunny. I don't think she's been Blends by the Bunny for about 10 years. This is beautiful. This is a Silent Night palette. Golds, neutrals, and blues. I know I said about the Michaela one that aren't we over neutral palettes with a pop of blue, but I think this one's done really differently. A lot of the neutrals are really grungy. The yellows are really bright and gold. I really like this one. I think it's a bit different. It's taking that kind of classic concept and twisting it right on its head. Some new Ofra lip products. Looks like a liquid lipstick and a gloss. This is with Sapphire 305. I don't recognise her face. I don't recognise her name. This is a really beautiful shade though. It looks to be like quite like a dark red. Looks absolutely incredible on here. I think on me it would be more kind of vampy and kind of this kind of shade. But I like that. I like Over Liquid lipsticks. I think they're one of the best. NYX Marshmallow Setting Spray. I actually have literally just talked about the NYX Marshmallow Primer in my empty predictions. So kind of intrigued about this one because I do really like that primer. The only thing is this is matte, so I might have to go into store, like spray it on my hand and see how matte it is and how much it changes your makeup. But if it smells anything like this one, which smells like berries and sweetness, then I'm in. I'm so in. Right, okay, last but not least, new lipsticks from Glossier. These are Generation G lipsticks. I believe they're calling these the Blur lipsticks. I honestly can't keep up with Glossier. I think half their stuff looks the same. It's not a brand that I particularly vibe with. It's all a bit neutral. Just blotted lipsticks without the bold. I don't do not bold. Look like they've got some nice shades. Don't know how different they actually look when swatched like on the skin. They look quite different like swatched on paper and like the edited like actual like swipes of them. How different they're going to look on the lips, I don't know. I think a lot of them are going to look the same. The crush shade seems nice, but not my kind of vibe. But if you are into like very light looking lipsticks, they might be for you. So that is it for today. I do hope you did enjoy this. Let me know what products you are looking forward to coming out. Let me know if there's any releases that you like the look of that I missed. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more from me, hit subscribe. And if you want to make sure you never miss another video, hit the bell icon and YouTube will notify you every time I post. You've been fabulous. I've been Coleoftheball and I'll see you next time. Bye.